Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. We have a major update regarding T-Mobile's home internet service. The link for this article can be found down below for you in the description. T-Mobile has made some new changes. They're basically going to be adding 2 new plans, so new tiers to their home internet lineup. Now you'll have 3 options instead of the 1 basic plan that consumers are used to. This update here also clarifies and explains a lot of T-Mobile's recent behavior and the adjustments made to T-Mobile's basic home internet plan. Over the last year or so, we've been getting a lot of updates for changes happening to T-Mobile's home internet service. Mostly negative if you ask me, because T-Mobile has been removing some of the perks that most T-Mobile home internet users originally were interested in when they signed up. T-Mobile has made some changes, including price increases. They've removed their price lock guarantee, and they started throttling or slowing down networks for consumers that go over 1.2 terabytes of data. Now, the price increases, everyone knew that would happen eventually, but T-Mobile removing their price lock guarantee was something that was really unexpected, because if you were currently on T-Mobile's home internet, you didn't think that you would be subject to a price hike. And when you say something like a price lock guarantee, customers take that into consideration and value that and say, well, my price is not going to go up. I'm an OG and that's just not going to happen to me. Prices will go up, of course, but it will be for new customers. Well, that's not how T-Mobile saw it. They pretty much went ahead and removed that price lock guarantee, which means that any consumer can be subject to a price hike. Then, of course, as mentioned, they went ahead and started to slow down networks for consumers that were on 1.0 terabytes of data. Now, originally, when T-Mobile brought that information out, it was, of course, undisclosed. It was quietly updated in their terms and conditions. So, poor judgment on T-Mobile's end for not notifying customers directly and trying to be sneaky about it. This is not a bash. This is just useful information. You guys need to know about this before I get into the new offerings here. You need to know what's been going on if you don't already. So they went ahead and, said that it would just be for new customers, no plans to make these changes for existing. Recently, I did a video about how T-Mobile will now be slowing down networks for all customers, new and old, if they go over the 1.2 terabytes. Their excuse was simply that they don't want customers to slow down a network. They want an equal performance for everybody, and the abusers that use more than a 1.0 terabyte are slowing down the network and causing other customers to have poor performance. So that's their excuse for it. Then, of course, they basically just announced that they're going to start tracking your current gateway, which means that if you try to use your gateway somewhere other than your home that's registered on file, aka your billing address, T-Mobile will be able to track it and force you to update the address in order to use it somewhere outside of your house, which means if you tried to use it at a friend's house, T-Mobile would be able to know that you're not at the location of the address that's registered on file, and you would have to set a new address in order to continue to use it. The biggest problem with that, other than the inconvenience of having to change the address every time you want to take the device somewhere else, is that there are many addresses that are not going to be available for use. So this is a negative in itself. But this recent update summarizes and at least gives us now a final answer as to what all these changes were with T-Mobile's home internet. For many of you that are up to current on the wireless news with T-Mobile's home internet plan and services, well, you're going to say, I knew this was coming. There was no doubt in my mind that T-Mobile would do this. And I'm with you 100%. I've mentioned that in previous videos. I've mentioned that in my current video with the GPS tracking in regards to moving your gateway to other locations. I didn't even know about this update until, recent. So anyway, just keep all that in mind. So now, with that being said, what's going on with T-Mobile's new offerings here? They have 2 new tiers. One is called the Home Internet Plus plan. T-Mobile says this is designed for households that require seamless whole home Wi-Fi, which includes T-Mobile's latest 5G gateway and a Wi-Fi mesh access point, offering a potential coverage of up to 2,200 square feet. They're saying, additionally, the plan includes unlimited data, live technical support through a personal tech pro. This covers Wi-Fi and all connected smart devices in the home, offering assistance with setup, troubleshooting, and general usage. Pricing for this Home Internet Plus plan starts at $70 a month with autopay, or you can get it for $50 a month with autopay and a premium voice line. This plan will be available beginning on April 26th. So April 26th, the Home Internet Plus plan will be available for customers. They're saying that customers also benefit from T-Mobile's price lock guarantee, as well as the absence of equipment fees and annual contracts. The second plan that T-Mobile is offering now is called Away. This plan is designed to keep travelers connected with a flexible Wi-Fi solution. They're saying that leverages T-Mobile's nationwide 5G network. It includes a 5G gateway that can support up to 64 devices at a time, far exceeding the capabilities of typical hotspots or using your smartphone as a hotspot. Customers have the flexibility to choose either an unlimited data option or continuous connectivity or a plan with 200 gigabytes of monthly data. T-Mobile emphasizes that security benefits of the included gateway compared to relying on public Wi-Fi networks. Away will launch on May 8th of 2024. Pricing for this is $160 a month for the unlimited data, or you can get the 200 gigabyte plan for $110, both with autopay. Of course, this also features T-Mobile's signature price lock guarantee, and of course, a simple setup process to get you connected quickly. So it's pretty fair to say that this was T-Mobile's plan from the get-go to pretty much hook customers in, give you a bunch of perks and benefits, and then somewhere down the line, make tiers, raise prices, and basically offer you cheaper methods or more expensive methods. And pretty much, like I said, we all knew this was coming. This was the start from the get-go. Now that's fine, I guess, because this is the type of business wireless industries are in. They're in the business to make money. They come first, consumers come last. Unfortunately, it's a harsh way to put it, but in all reality, we all know that that's the case here. T-Mobile doesn't know us personally. T-Mobile doesn't really care about us personally. At the end of the day, they need to turn a profit. If they can't turn profits, they can't stay in business. But at least now we have clarification as to why T-Mobile was making such drastic changes, because, we're kind of like, what's going on here? We'll just get it out already. We knew it was coming. We couldn't wait any longer. We were just like, just do it. Just add some tiers, raise prices, because we know that's what's coming. It's pretty obvious when you start taking away all these perks, you're going to do something with them. You're going to make tiers. So we're not shocked at all. And if any of you are shocked, you shouldn't have been, because you would have to know that this is what it was all leading up to. So now you have tiers. Eventually, we're going to see this with all fixed wireless access options. This is the name of the game. But it's really interesting that T-Mobile is still trying to promote what they call a signature price lock guarantee. We already had a price lock guarantee, which was removed. So I don't think this is fair for T-Mobile to try to advertise this, being that they can easily just go back on their word with just a little bit of text in their terms and conditions and not even tell customers. Customers have to find out from other sources, news articles, YouTube videos, wireless news podcasts like this one here. T-Mobile should do a better job at communicating to their customers. They also need to do a better job at being, more for the customer. And they shouldn't use trickery as an option to get sales. So I think like the FCC needs to step in cases like this and literally just say to T-Mobile, if you're going to offer a price lock guarantee, you need to commit to it and stand by your word. Otherwise, don't offer it. If I sign up for T-Mobile's home internet service, Home Plus plan today, I'm assuming I'm getting whatever the price is, and it's going to be locked as per T-Mobile's, current terms and conditions, what they're saying is going to be. Now, if they go ahead and change it in 6 months, the FCC should be like, no, you cannot change the price, which you said was a price lock guarantee for the customer at the time when they signed up. If they want to change prices, they have to do it for new customers. You have to leave the original customer's price at what was promised during the time of sign up. It's a contract, if you will. That's how it should be treated. I mean, that's how they treat us. Remember when you had to sign up for a postpaid plan, and if you tried to break out of it earlier than you were supposed to, or if you purchase a device and you try to leave the company, you know what happens, right? You get stuck with fees. Well, T-Mobile should get stuck with fees too. Now, that's not how it goes, but it should, right? In 2024, that's how these things should play out. It should be reversed, because without the consumer, there's no business, right? So I'm just an advocate for consumers. I'm not trying to disrespect T-Mobile's network. I'm going to be honest with it, regardless of what carrier it is. Now, if you're someone that sees benefits in these new options, you might enjoy it. Personally, it's not the best. It's not the best options out there, because you were literally getting this for on a basic plan. Now I have to call it basic plan now, because now we have tiers. You were getting this for some of you $40 a month because you have a wireless plan. And now you'll be paying $50 a month for it. And eventually it will be going up. And then the away plan is pretty much just so you can get more data and basically take it to travel, as many of you were probably doing with your gateway before T-Mobile turned on the GPS and now is restricting you. So these were all benefits we already had that have now been removed and you'll be paying more for. Again, not a shocker. No way am I shocked, because I knew this was coming, and I've said that many times in regards to the home internet, options from T-Mobile. I knew every time there was a change, I knew that this was leading up to tiers. But with all this being said, and then we're going to wrap this up, is with the constant changes, I don't know what fixed wireless's end game is going to be here in general from all these companies, because the whole purpose of this was to get customers to move to a more simplistic, better priced option when compared to traditional home internet, aka fiber, right? Now, if you don't have fiber, really all you have is home internet service, then it is what it is. And there's still, you can still get on the basic plan from T-Mobile, and there's going to be basic plans for AT&T and Verizon as well. And that'll be fine. It'll still be relatively cheap. It will go up from time to time. Fiber is going to keep going up too. But at the same time, if pricing is getting too close to fiber and you have the option for home internet or fiber, aren't most consumers just going to stay with fiber? So I think, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T need to keep all this in mind. They can't have their cake and eat it too. They have to be a little bit more realistic with what's going on here, especially since fixed wireless home access is good, but it's not as fast or reliable as traditional fiber. Again, if your market is consumers that don't have a fiber option, then you're going to win either way. But a lot of markets have fiber. So if you're saying this is a product only for rural areas that don't have fiber, well, that's one thing. But that's not how they're trying to advertise it. They're trying to advertise it as a great option for anyone that just wants to cut the cord and deal with a hassleless, more simplistic way of setting up internet access. And, more mobile, like being able to take that device wherever you want. Anyway, you guys can sound off in the comments down below your thoughts on this whole update here. I just wanted to update you, but I wanted to update you and be legit and clear about how I feel about it. And I wanted to remind you that you already had all these options that are now been taken away, and you'll be paying more now to have what you already had. And I also wanted to call T-Mobile out on this because, that whole signature price lock guarantee thing we know it's a lie. we know it's a lie, and I'll leave it at that. Sorry the video is long, but I have to be transparent. I want to give you the full update, and these things take time. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.